Welcome to our TST Dialogues, and we're at Safari Court where the youth forums in SADC are meeting here, and I'm quickly going to ask people from different SADC member states the essence of this meeting and how it is going to help their youth and their youth opportunities. And I'm here with my sister from Tanzania. Her name is Aziza. Aziza, how are you?
I'm very fine. How are you?
I just want you to quickly share with us why this meeting is so important to you and to your other fellow youth in Tanzania back home.
Well, to me, actually, this youth forum is important because, first of all, I'm a youth. So it's very great to have a forum that you can raise your voice and be heard. And secondly, from the Tanzanian organization, Tanzania Youth Coalition is called, and definitely we work mostly with young people. And what we do is to empower youth, small organization of youth, to have opportunities which are around in the country and outside the country. So we definitely want for the youth to have their voices heard and to empower them in economic, social and political issues.
Okay, so I understand that in each country we have our own strength, and I want to know the strength of Tanzania in terms of opportunity for the young people.
Oh, okay. Actually, the strength of Tanzania for youth is very high because we are lucky enough. We have 4% from the ministry where young people are given some amount of money to help them empower themselves in entrepreneurship. So what, for instance, we, TYC, what we do, we make forums for the youth where they join and we explain to them the importance of this help from the government and how they can access the funds. So what we do, we help them organize themselves in smaller groups so that they can have a concrete idea of entrepreneur or to form an enterprise and start their own business and employ themselves.
Okay, in terms of the sector, is it the ICT, is it the mines? Which sector is really having a vast opportunity for these young people in Tanzania?
Actually, the sector that has a lot of opportunities for youth in Tanzania right now is first agriculture.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now, most of the time, people used to only cultivate for eating, like consumption. But right now, it's different. What people do, they do now agribusiness.
Okay.
And we really promote the organic farming.
Okay.
So it is very marketable, not only inside the country, but also outside the country.
Wow. Guys, you've heard it for yourself, the opportunities in Tanzania for the young people. So if you're young and innovative, stay tuned on this program, like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hi guys, welcome again to our show, the TST Dialogues, where we'll be discussing issues that are topical. And this week we are all here at the Safari Court where we're talking about the youth empowerment. There's currently a SADC Youth Forum that's going on here at Safari Court, and I'm joined here with two beautiful ladies from Botswana, Shamil and Constance. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I think I'll start with you, Constance. Well, since we are all, like the SADC member states, we're all striving towards attaining the 38th SADC Summit theme of empowering the youth. What is the key areas of what are the vast opportunities that are found in Botswana? Or maybe you can share what the opportunities that are found in Botswana.
Okay. On that, I would just indicate a few industries that I feel that Botswana alone we need to, as the young people, we need to take advantage of, and then my colleague will take more of the opportunities that she is actually from that space. But however, having worked with the young people from all across Southern Africa, one of the industries that are yet to be developed that carry a vast opportunity for young people, especially in Botswana, is in the area of agriculture, aquaculture, ICT, and then also we need to now start looking at arts and creativity. These are high-paying jobs that young people in my country some of them have already started embarking on, and I would urge others who know that they are somewhere hiding their potential for them to be able to go out there and start exploring their creativity, because it is high paying, and for that also it's developing, so they have an opportunity for themselves to be able to advise the ministers on what actually they want done on the data stream.
Wow, well said. Maybe if you can also tell us the challenges that some of these young people are facing in making their innovations into implementations.
I think let me just hint on to what she just said. One of the things that was mentioned earlier in the discussions was that you find that young people have a challenge sometimes getting jobs because they'll be required to produce the experience. And with Botswana, at least one of the opportunities that the government has looked into and seen to it that it can fit our young people is a program called internship program.
Okay.
And what happens is that young people are absorbed into organizations and they're given 2 years of working experience with those organizations, which gives them a 2 years experience of the work, and also those organizations would also have the ability to be able to absorb them into their own organizations after work. Yeah, and some of the programs that we have also as a nation is the grant that is given to young people, the Youth Development Fund, where a young person will be able to pay 50% back of the money that is given to them to start up businesses. And also some of those that we also have as programs that are helpful to young people is the one for Tirelo Setšhaba. We call it Tirelo Setšhaba, more like public service, where a young person will be given a small allowance but will be able to do some service for the nation. We have another one for graduate volunteers, which also helps our young people. We are also excited. She just mentioned the film industry. Yeah, we just a month ago in November, the Botswana National Youth Council hosted a national film festival, and that was a great thing for the young people of Botswana because it has never happened before.
Wow.
Yeah, therefore it created a lot of opportunities for the young people in the nation, not just for them, but also to look outside. How can they be helped? How can their videos be taken out there, their films sell out there? You know, it was such a wonderful opportunity.
Wow.
Yeah, and also we have other benefits for the young people, like in issues of procurement, we have some charges that when you procure as a young person, there's a certain charge that you don't pay as a young person. I'll get clear what the percentage is. And also in government tendering, 20%. Young people, yeah, 20% should be given to young people of the government tenders.
Yeah.
So young people, the government is working hard to see to it that young people get as many opportunities. It's still working, and we still believe that more will be done. And yeah, there are many challenges regarding young people, issues of unemployment, and like she said, the issue of agriculture is one of those areas that we really need to zoom in as a nation. Particularly young people should zoom into agriculture and see how that can also help them.
You spoke about the grants from the government, whereby 50% should be paid back. Is there any mechanism that has been put in place to ensure that the money that they're given as grants is efficiently used? Or maybe they just give whatever they do with the money as long as they bring back the 50%?
Oh, no. There are processes that see to it that money is being used. Of course, we do have challenges there and there, but there are processes that ensure that money is used efficiently. Yes, and used wisely, and to see to it that the young person really grows.
Oh, so they do follow-ups?
Yes, there are follow-ups.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So is there any programs probably put in place that will also see the young people in Botswana probably working together with other young people in other SADC member states?
Yes, the industrialization, the fourth industrialization revolution alone, it presents an opportunity for young people to create ecosystems. This basically allows them to work together and complement each other with the different skill sets that they have. And it also opens up an opportunity for young people to actually sell our products just really across borders. Like, for example, it's with the CFTA, it's slowly becoming very open, like it's becoming very easy for a young person to go and sell their products from South Africa to Zimbabwe or from Botswana to Malawi and all that. So really the processes are becoming a bit open and a bit more towards youth development. And as such, I think it's quite imperative, however, for young people to actually be on our toes when it comes to information, because you cannot take advantage of such opportunities if you do not know what is going on around you. Particularly just to state that sometimes as young people we're a bit ignorant when it comes to policies that are governed the different sectors that we are functioning in. And so it would be just basically a call for young people to actually try to look into policies that are governing their institutions, that are governing their NGOs, and see how they can not exploit per se, but how they can take advantage of that information for them to be able to move forward. And also, on that note, the SADC theme for 2018-2019, which is basically on infrastructure development, youth empowerment for sustainable development. Itself, it just offers an opportunity for young people, particularly women and youth, for them to be able to be on the system and for them to be able to take part in the industrialization process. And also remembering that it actually believes on the industrialization strategy, which basically we are calling forth for access to markets, we're calling forth for skills development, and basically for young people to be part and parcel of the development process.
Yes.
So the infrastructure development, as it is right now, I would make a call for member states to actually make sure that during the procurement processes, they need to be a bit biased towards young people who are in the development space.
Wow.
And for young people to actually know the programs that will benefit them. I mean, right now, the government has sent one of the delegates here, a young person who has benefited from the Youth Development Fund. And I believe that with him being here also, he's also making sure that he networks to even send himself outside the nation so that he can benefit better as a young person in the nation. And I think it's a good thing that the government does, that it also sends these young people so that they can be empowered. Yes. So
yes,
it's a
knowledge
good
is
thing.
power. Wow, guys, you've heard it for yourself. Thank
Also,
you.
not forgetting this area, you know, we're talking about the sustainable development. It's very key also to note that young people should also rise up to understand that there is need to also emphasize the issue of character development.
Exactly.
Because you can develop young people who will excel in infrastructure development, who will excel, be empowered, you know, be wealthy, be well off, but their characters will not allow them to move the way we expect them to. So the issue of character development is also one of those issues that we are looking into to ensure sustainable development.
Wow. Okay. So in Botswana, I understand in some countries there's like a gap for the youth in the rural areas and the youth in the urban areas. It seems as if the youth in the urban areas are the ones that are accessing information concerning these things. Are there any outreach programs that ensures that everybody is included in this knowledge dissemination despite their location?
Yes. Currently, the Botswana National Youth Council has a Facebook page. When young people use technology, we have a Facebook page. The Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Sport and Culture Development also has offices around the nation, which ensure that the young people throughout the nation get services, youth for services. We have, one of the things that I forgot was the provision of youth-friendly services in clinics, or youth-friendly clinics, which actually help young people throughout the nation. So we have these services provided for the young people, and the Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Sport and Culture Development is also working to see to it that there are youth representatives in different constituencies in the nation for betterment of services to reach the rural areas, the rural areas, not just the urban.
And now we are back again with our TST dialogue here at Safari Court, where we're finding out the opportunities for the young people in different SADC countries. And I'm with Windhoek from Mauritius. He's going to share with us the opportunities that are found in Mauritius and the essence of this forum, this SADC Youth Forum for the people back home in his hometown. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing very fine, very fine. Been here since yesterday. A bit tired, but...
Is this your first time to be in Namibia?
Yeah, my first time in Namibia. Wonderful country.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you like Namibia so far?
Yeah, it's good. We've seen the way from the airport to the hotel till now, but from what I've seen from the hotel room, it's
a beautiful country.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Beautiful.
So tell us, what is the essence of this SADC Youth Forum for your country, especially the young people? What is the essence of it?
Yeah, in fact, the objective itself says it's a consultation, like for people, from the young people to be able to talk on youth empowerment and infrastructure development in my country. Actually, for the forum purposes, we are dealing with the sustainable development goals. So in my country, we don't have a framework yet to deal with SDGs. But me, I'm currently the National Youth Organization representative. So being here, I'll be able to gather some ideas, like opinions from other countries, what are they doing, how are they funding their projects, then I'll be able to come back to my country and share with them and show that this country is doing like that. They can get some ideas and start on our own framework for the SDGs.
Okay, so I understand that in every country, the youth have got their things that are different, opportunities that are found in different countries. So I don't know, would you kindly share what Mauritius have, the opportunities that Mauritius have for the young people?
In Mauritius, we're a small country, very small country, but our main income is from tourists. So very much young people are dealing with tourism, hospitality management, but as well you can get many other courses in Mauritius. Education is free till the tertiary education is paying, of course, but till then you're free to learn what you want. You can find your field, and it's very good to be able to choose what you want to do. Like you get opportunities to go outside of Mauritius as well and come back and then do what you want to do.
Okay. So in some other countries, they've got funds for the youth so that they may be a startup capital. Does your government also provide those to the young people?
Actually, we have some frameworks in Mauritius that may enable people, young people, to start up their own projects, entrepreneurs, and it's not yet a big project in Mauritius. We have the small and medium companies development that deals with startups that help the ones who want to step up and do. But we have also banks and other facilities in Mauritius that offer young people the opportunity to come forward with the projects, and they are funded. The National Youth Council itself is funded by the government of Mauritius. So you see that we are well. Yeah.
Okay, considering that the SDGs are actually, they trigger a lot of attention from the non-governmental organizations, are there any perhaps organizations that are willing to support this youth who are keen to make investments or explore in ensuring that the SDGs are implemented in your country?
Actually, I myself am a scout. So, wasn't the World Scout Organization has started dealing with the SDGs in their way. And in Mauritius as well, for the last 2 years, I can say, I've started talking to young people about SDGs. Like starting to introduce their theme, and then gather some ideas from the young people. What do you want to do
Hi guys, welcome again to our TST Dialogues, where we are finding out from the youth from different countries within the SADC region what the essence of the youth forum that is currently happening here at the Safari Court in Windhoek. And I'm with my sister here from our own land, the land of the brave, Esther. Esther, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Esther, can you share with us the essence of this meeting to the young people in Namibia?
All right, thank you very much for this platform. It is indeed an honor for us to actually even be hosting this meeting. It's one of those meetings where young people get the platform to engage directly, to contribute to policies that will at a later stage be directly contributing to their well-being. So as young people, we are given a platform to engage, to share our ideas, to give input on the later things that will directly come back to us, and to say that this policy was crafted by the ministers of youth, but it was crafted in essence of the contribution that us as young people gave or contributed in that way.
Wow. So it gives the satisfaction to be directly involved. So I understand that different SADC member countries they have they've got opportunities, they've got their own strength. And what is the strength that Namibia has in terms of opportunities compared to other SADC member states, which other SADC member states can also learn or maybe probably partner or do they exchange things here in Namibia?
One of the direct strengths that I can pinpoint is maybe the strength of youth organizations in the country, where young people are expressing themselves without any fear or favor, where freedom of expression is really respected. But at the same time, when we engage in freedom of expression, we should also bear in mind that us expressing ourselves shouldn't step on the next person's right as well. So I feel that's one of the important aspects, that the strength that we have, the ability for young people to speak freely. And I think because in other countries, young people do not really have that freedom of expression, the right to express themselves freely without being intimidated. So that's one of the aspects that especially other SADC countries can do.
I'm going to start with Mozambique. I want you to share probably the issue of financing. I know there are a lot of young people who've got ideas. They're so innovative, but they just don't know where to access the funds to start. They don't know where to begin. So would you kindly share with us the young people from your country are accessing funds to start up their own things?
You see, that is a problem. And you need to understand, what does the financial sector look like? Do we have developed capital and financial markets? No, we don't. When you look at the banking sector, do we have majority national-owned banks, or are they foreign-owned banks? And if they're foreign-owned banks, are they banks in the form of...
I'm not a morning person.
Yes.
Think of waking up to
And what percentage? So, if 70% of your own banking system is not owned, you don't have the capacity to be able to influence. If you are in a government that the government is still donor dependent, you do not have the financial capacity to be able to influence. If you have a currency that your currency is not stable and is very volatile to external forces, you do not have it. Hence, we need collaboration and cooperation, and we need to come together in a single initiative, which is what we're trying to do.
Wow, that is great, guys. You've heard it for yourself. Now we're moving on to Angola. We are going to ask them basically the same questions, trying to find out what's really happening with the youth, young people who are innovative and how best they are utilizing the opportunities that they have. So, well, as I'm going to ask Ellen.
I will transfer it from my colleague, and just so to be clear, he's representing what is our national positions. We are Portuguese-speaking countries, and as such, we'll be talking in Portuguese, and I'll be translating into English. And if I could just give a guidance, Angola has very good funding mechanisms in place for youth issues.
Okay.
He will be best able to speak in that way.
Okay. So tell us, what are the opportunities that are found in Angola for the young people? Yes.
Então, elas em termos de quais são as oportunidades que existem para a juventude, eu só estava a acrescentar que Angola tem já mecanismos para autossustento através de fundos que já existem e que melhor
Angola é um país que faz parte da SADC.
Angola is a SADC Member States.
A política da juventude que o governo da Angola tem são projetos credíveis.
And the policy that the government of Angola has for the youth are credible projects.
São projetos que visam a sustentabilidade da juventude começa com essa sustentabilidade do produto, tem feito com que os jovens encontrem o seu caminho para o alavancamento da economia angolana e a sustentabilidade da família, em particular da juventude.
And the projects that Angola is developing are sustainable projects. And through these sustainable projects, to ensure that young people can not only develop, but also grow the Angolan economy.
A política do novo presidente está virado para a juventude e na diversificação da economia do nosso país. Dentro do possível ver que Angola será uma potencial em termos de desenvolvimento da nossa região.
And the policies of the new head of state, Mr. João Lourenço, policies that are geared towards the development and empowerment of young people. And very soon we're going to see that Angola is going to be an economic powerhouse in Africa.
Mas nós pedimos desde já ao nosso governo que nos deem a oportunidade com 3 poderes. Poder, dinheiro e liberdade. Se nós tivermos poder, deixar de fazer o que nós queremos fazer, sem controle, e tivermos dinheiro, isso vai fazer com que a juventude esteja mais unida e fazer as coisas que devem ser. Nós não queremos que os nossos governos façam com que vejam que a juventude é um ser dependente da governação. Nós somos um parceiro da governação, não somos dependentes da governação, porque Angola é um país maioritariamente jovem. É dessa juventude que nós devemos aproveitar para alavancar a economia do nosso país.
So, firstly, Angola is a country that is mostly by young and of young people. And it is those young people that are going to elevate the status and the economic development of Angola. And the specific request which mirrors money, power, respect. To give civil society in Angola and to give the youth the independence and the power with legislative framework to not only protect the interests of youth, promote and develop the interests of youth, and ensure that the respect for young people within its national population and economy is felt.
I quickly, you say that Angola has got those platforms where people can access money, the youth who are innovative. Would you kindly maybe share the procedures and probably the frameworks that those young people need to know and have for them to access this funding for their projects?
Então, a pergunta é, já que Angola tem alguns mecanismos autônomos estabelecidos para poder ter acesso ao financiamento, qual é o procedimento, qual é o processo que a juventude tem que seguir para ter acesso a esse financiamento?
Bem, para ter o financiamento através do Ministério da Juventude e Desporto, temos o projeto Pro Jovem. É um projeto que habilita o jovem a apresentar um determinado projeto e esse projeto vai ser financiado. Por exemplo, eu se apresentar um projeto de agricultura ou um projeto de sustentabilidade econômica, eu apresento esse projeto através do Ministério da Juventude e Desporto e, por sua vez, vai ser monitorizado pelo INAPEN e temos bancos orientados para dar esse financiamento. Muitos jovens já estão a beneficiar desse financiamento.
So the structure that exists in is whereby by the Ministry of Youth and Sport, young people can present projects. Those projects are then analyzed by an entity which is like a SME development entity. And then there are a consortium of banks that are on standby for them to do financing of specific projects. Ela quer também saber se, ou precisa saber, se esse tipo de financiamento é donativo ou tem que se pagar, quais são as taxas de juros?
Bem, as taxas de juros são bonificadas. Isso não é uma doação. Quer dizer, tem que haver retorno para outros jovens também ter acesso. Vamos lá ver, se um determinado jovem apresentar um projeto, ele vai ser financiado, mas tem que fazer o reembolso para dar a oportunidade aos outros jovens também terem esta oportunidade.
Okay, so the question that I was asking in terms of this financing, Is this a grant financing? Is this a debt financing? And you were saying that the projects need to be of a sustainable nature so that the returns from those projects can then benefit the financing of more projects. Carrying it forward.
We're still continuing on the TSD dialogues here at Safari Court, where the SADC Youth Forum is being held, and I'm joined here with my brother from all the way from Zambia. His name is Brian. Brian, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
Welcome to our dialogue.
Thank you.
Okay, so basically I just want you to share with us why you think this meeting here is important for the young people back home in Zambia.
Well, this meeting is important because number one, it provides a platform for young people to be able to bring to the front the issues that they are surrounded with, and also I think it's also important because there are various issues that youths are faced with, not just in Zambia but in the entire Southern African region, and so it gives us an opportunity to have a concerted and one voice towards addressing the challenges faced by these.
All right, is in line with the 38th adopted theme for empowering the youth, what are the opportunities that are vast in Zambia?
Well, there are many opportunities in Zambia. Number one, the Zambian economy, just like any other African economy, is a growing economy. And so some of the opportunities are in the manufacturing industry. We have opportunities in the agricultural sector. We do have opportunities in the service industry. We do have opportunities for young people in the small-scale mining industry, among other sectors.
Wow, it seems Zambia is loaded with opportunities.
Yeah, sure.
Well, there's an issue whereby a lot of young people, they're full of innovative ideas and they want to start up something, but the only challenge is that they lack finances. Is it also the same problem in your country? And how do you address the issue of financing in terms of their projects of the young people?
Oh yeah, you're right. Access to finance is quite a big challenge for young entrepreneurs. There are many young people in Zambia that have got brilliant business ideas, but then they just can't get started because they don't have the financial means. And even the financial institutions that are available may not be so much willing to lend out to young people because I think there's high risks involved. Young people do not have collateral, among other factors. But suffice to mention that government has been trying to create initiatives, empowerment initiatives that aim at giving finance to startup entrepreneurs. But of course, I think the issue is when you look at the number of young people that we have against the finances available, you find that there's still a gap.
So having that gap, how are you assisting these young people to make sure that they understand the procedures of getting finances? I understand it's not only government in different member states, but there are also other organizations willing to help them. How do you ensure that these guys are enlightened on the procedures of getting funding for their initiatives?
Well, like from the institution where I'm coming from, the National Youth Council, we do have information dissemination sessions that are held in various provincial centers and districts where we would normally call for young people to assemble, and we'll inform them on the various empowerment programs, various initiatives that have been undertaken both by government, private sector and civil society organizations, so then they can tap into those opportunities. And also from time to time we do use other platforms to disseminate information, the media and the like. Exactly.
Wow. So far there's been progress in terms of disseminating.
There have been progress, but of course I think even after you've done what you think you should have done, you still have another section that will tell you, we've never heard about this, we've never heard about that. So it's an issue of continuing whatever you are doing.
Well, for the finances probably that is linked to the government, is there a follow-up mechanism to find out if these youths have access to the money, to find out are they really using this money effectively in towards what they've actually applied the money using?
there is a follow-up mechanism, but I need to mention that that follow-up mechanism and coordination mechanism is not as effective as it should be.
All right.
I think it's a weak mechanism, and that actually leads to a high default rate in terms of where the youths are supposed to repay. It leads to a lot of default rate in repaying. It also leads to a lot of business failure, because then we don't follow the map to offer additional support services, mentorship, coaching, and whatever services they would need to thrive in their business.
Hello guys, welcome again to TST Dialogues. We are at Safari Court where the SADC Youth Forum is currently being held today and tomorrow. And I'm here with my colleagues from Zimbabwe, from the National Youth Council, Juliana and Tanzania. Welcome guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so tell us, would you kind to share why this meeting is really important to the youth in Zimbabwe?
Yeah, it's Zimbabwe Youth Council. We feel delighted to be part and parcel of the SADC Youth Forum, where we've come to Namibia to showcase what we also offer Zimbabwe back home there. So we are here to exchange ideas and to know with our other colleagues from SADC. So that's how best we can work together and to improve our relations. And when we go back home, we share what we've learned here.
So that there also benefits. So
Yes.
Juliana, tell us, what do you think has been the major obstacles for youth to be empowered in Zimbabwe?
I think the major obstacles are scattered efforts. I'm happy now that we're in the Second Republic where the president is now calling for unity. So now we're optimistic that we'll work together. And the other challenges are the economic opportunities. But still, again, I applaud our president. He's calling for Zimbabwe is open for business. He's also talking about empowering his youth. So now we are not talking about obstacles anymore. We're forging ahead.
Okay, I understand that there are a lot of young people in Zimbabwe who are vibrant. We've got a vibrant mind, who's got innovation ideas, but they lack funding. Can you comment on that and probably on what could be done?
Empowering. Our president, the Second Republic, he launched the Empower Bank. The Empower Bank is there for young people who are into entrepreneurship, who want to start their own businesses. If they've got a nice bankable project or they are doing something practical that we can go and see, we can as well go to the Empower Bank and get assistance so that their business will prosper.
Would you kindly share the procedures of them accessing money from that program?
Okay. First of all, the Power Bank is very youth friendly. I should applaud them for that. It's just basically you coming in with your business proposal. They come in to check whether the business is viable, and in 24 hours, I suppose, your money is processed.
Wow. So roughly, approximately how much do they offer?
They really don't have like a definite amount. They will look at the project first to see is it valuable to the extent that you're saying you need the money for. So if you're worth 20,000, they will give you 20,000 because they're not putting a cap, because they're actually young people that are actually doing something on the ground. So once you put a cap to it, it means you're leaving other people behind.
Okay, so having given them this money, do you guys do they do a follow-up to find out is this money being used effectively, efficiently, or maybe do they lend them as loans or as grants? And if so, either way, are they doing a follow-up to ensure that this money is actually used for the purpose that it was given out for?
Definitely. Having had past experience from the first, we used to have another youth loan thing going on, and it really didn't go well. So experience is the best teacher. They've learned their lesson, they're doing their best to go on the ground, to monitor and evaluate, and they're also trying to do the linkages between various departments. They all call us, do you have a relationship with these young people? Do you vouch? Do you know whether we should give them money or not? So I think they're getting their balls tight now.
Okay, well, I understand in all SADC member states there are different opportunities for the youth, but I want to know, particularly in Zimbabwe, where do we say this sector is having a vast of opportunities?
It's through Zimbabwe Youth Council. We've already met, we've done various forums where we are inviting different stakeholders and ministers There are opportunities in the mining sector, there are opportunities in the agricultural sector, there are opportunities in the mining or ICT sector. So, but the boys in Zimbabwe Council now to identify those opportunities through inviting the relevant minister and those young people, so they will be told of various opportunities in those sectors. There are many. We've got in Zimbabwe Council, we register these young people to do various sectors. Mining, agriculture, where they feel there are opportunities there. So in Zimbabwe, they are there. What is needed now is what Juliana is saying about this empowerment, where they find an opportunity in ICT, but some funding. So now we refer them to work, where they will get some card, that they are ICT sector, entrepreneurs want to do will be viable.
Having you guys being on the ground, which areas are the young people in Zimbabwe mostly interested in?
Agriculture, that is not mining.
Wow. Wow.
Agriculture, that's not mining. And it's tourism.
Yeah, tourism is starting to balloon out because people are trying to put Zimbabwe back on the map.
Yeah.
Again with the TST dialogues, and we're still at the Safari Court where the SADC Youth Forum is ongoing. It's ending tomorrow, and I'm here with my brother from Malawi. His name is Felix, and Felix, welcome to our dialogue.
Thank you.
Tell us, why is this meeting of relevance to the young people in your country?
Well, the meeting is of relevance because I work with the National Youth Council of Malawi. And this is a platform that is responsible for coordinating and promoting youth development. And we manage 200 youth-led organizations.
Wow.
So this is, I think, a platform for us that is important for young people in Malawi, as we're able to get updates from the SADC Secretary, but also just for us to give feedback on what Malawi as a country we're doing in terms of programs.
Okay, I see. And we understand that a lot of, most of the SADC member states, they've got their own strength in terms of opportunity. Which sector has the fast opportunities in Malawi?
I think we have several sectors. Maybe let me just say, because I think in Malawi we are looking at, in terms of the country population, we have 17 million. And then we are saying 80% of that population is composed of young people. So it's a large population that if properly tapped and invested can contribute to the development of the country. Then in terms of the sector, we're looking at the agriculture sector. This is the sector that young people contribute, but also in terms of the rubber sector as well. It's of great relevance in terms of development of the nation.
Okay. So what has been hindering the issue of empowerment amongst the young people in your country?
I think young people, in terms of participation, they still face several challenges. Issues to do with capacity building. I think most of them still they need that mentorship element of how to participate in the different structures that are there. They still need guidance. Issues to do with training. They need trainings on leadership and youth participation. So I think these are some of the challenges that hinder young people.
Welcome back to our TST Dialogues, where we'll be talking about the issue of youth empowerment here at Safari Court on the ongoing SADC Youth Forum. And I'm with Karen from South Africa, and he's representing the national youth in South Africa. How are you, Karen?
I'm very well, thanks. And you?
So, what has been the major challenge in terms of our youth being empowered, and how do you think is going to be best addressed in this meeting?
Yeah, so I mean, education remains critical. I think it's probably the biggest one that we need to address as the president. But not so much. I think, we speak about education, but we need to seriously look at things like, curriculum reform, the type of skills that we're teaching our young people in the fourth industrial revolution. Yeah? So I think that's very critical for me. But then also, you know, letting young people lead the policy discussions on the African continent. I think it is time that older people start to step aside as well and give young people the opportunity to lead, you know, because I think it's young people who are coming up with good ideas and driving policy working.